Amber Maiden, over here. This is my tent, and therefore your tent for now. At least until we can make you one of your own. That could have been worse, right? People were surprisingly kind about the whole thing, and very understanding. I mean, I know my people. I would like to think that we're pretty understanding, but I just kind of prepped for the worst case scenario. Yeah, he seemed to like you too. I had a feeling the Elder might not know anything about your whole deal, but we had to try, right? He could have just happened on something in his adventures. He's been around way longer than any of us have. We'll figure out something, though. I'm just glad you've been taking to your body so well over the journey and evening. You would be a natural warrior, no matter which specialty you end up deciding. Oh? You picked something you want to learn? Yeah, since he took a liking to you, you could probably ask the Elder about it in the morning. I wonder what kinds of magic he would teach you first, though. Me? I can use rudimentary magic, as can all of our kin. I primarily focus on nature magic, talking with the trees or tracking prey more efficiently. There is a utility to magic, but even if you're just using it for that, you've got to respect it. How much do you know about magic? Nothing at all. Humanity really is missing out on their education. Well, anyway, I guess I can explain a little, even if I'm not an expert. Emanating from just about anything and everything is a source, or font, of magic. It binds us and all things on the planes together, and allows a certain amount of control over those other things. To trace, to heal, to hurt, you name it. Here, I can use a simple spell to show you, if you want. Do you see this faint green light between us? It's almost like a tether, right? Like a piece of string connecting us. But if I move backwards slightly, it expands. It essentially connects my essence to yours, albeit briefly, so I can follow it and find you in this case. Of course, there can be difficulties, like if you don't know the manner of creature you're following, they could be really far away, or the trace that you use to link with the other could be really old. It's quite variable, and so you never really know what you're going to get with each spell, but that means that every time you cast a spell, it's kind of like its own unique challenge. Like, for instance, I don't need a particularly strong trace since we are so close right now, and since my link to you is rather fresh. Just knowing the exact creature was actually enough in this case. Does that make sense? Well, that's good at least. And honestly, I'm not that good with magic, so you're probably gonna have to end up relearning at least a few of the things I said. Sorry about that. If you do ever want to try to learn some of my kinds of magic, though, you're more than welcome to come and ask about it anytime. I think I'm our most proficient nature magic user. What's wrong? It's just you seem upset, is all. Did I offend you in some way? I'm sorry, I just don't really know much about human culture. Oh, I see. I don't completely get it. I've never really been away from my clan for very long, but I know being away from home can feel bad. But I promise that as long as you're here, you won't have to worry about anything. And you'll always have a place here, as long as you want it. Yeah, if you decide to stay and we can't figure out a way to get you home, maybe this could be your home. Well, yeah, you've been a natural so far. At supper, the pups all really seem to like you, and thank you for fielding all of their questions. I know that they can be quite a lot sometimes. I had to teach them a little bit. Like I said earlier, if this really is a new body for you, you've gotten a handle of it really quickly. I doubt most humans would be able to do very well with digigrade legs. Your smile is nice. I like it a lot. It's warm and sweet. I don't typically have anyone else in here, so I hope you don't mind using my camping bedroll. I promise it's comfy though. Yeah, the pillows and cushions are filled with griffin feathers. Softest on this side of the monsoon river. We like to live with the land and its creatures as much as we can. I'll teach you all of the best tips and tricks I can. Starting tomorrow, actually. It's getting pretty late. Here, you can take my water pouch. And if you need some alone time to gather your thoughts, you can always head out into the forest. But because, it's the wild, I would recommend you still tell someone where you're going. I'm also around if you ever need to talk about anything. I know this is rough and I want to be here for you. Do I need a reason? I think everyone deserves some kindness, and you seem like a good person. If there's anything you need over the night, please feel free to wake me. Good night to you too, Amber. Sleep well.